Riley got some drywall put up there where the straw bale walls meet. So we just need to work on this area with drywall now. New day, we plan to plaster the entire day. Just Riley and I today, and we want to do a room upstairs, which is 2 walls and 2 windows. Our room, which is
1 window,
small wall, and also our pantry.
got a little bit of sheetrocking prep work before we start going.
In our pantry, we haven't fully finished that yet. First off, we have to scrape our walls. We did wet them down 2-3 times last night. They still look pretty dry, but we forgot we had to knock down all our rough pieces and sweep that up, and then we'll go spray them again before we begin.
Yep.
Took Wiley and I 3 hours to get this wall done. Went pretty well. It was drying out so quick though on us. You can see there's a lot of irregularities right in this area. I just can't get that whole floating thing down, but a paintbrush seems to work pretty well to blend in the areas. We figured out the float thing, but paintbrush is working awesome to blend it all together. Really liking the look of it. The day went really well, just the 2 of us. We started at about 10 o'clock plastering it was.
Yeah.
It's 3:30 now and we're just finishing up. Kind of makes for a long day. Wiley's hauling buckets, lifting buckets, pails constantly. But we did it.
Yeah,
Our walls, sorry.
We got what we wanted to do accomplished today.
Yes. Yeah, 2 rooms and the pantry here. Our walls were pretty dry though. That was the frustrating part. We just, like our room up there, we couldn't really get the blemishes to even out and smooth out, but we now learned the trick to use a paintbrush. It's been working awesome now. Keep brushing out those rough edges. Next weekend our goal is to plaster our whole south wall and east wall, and then we'll be all plastered in. Like
the interior, yeah. Upstairs rooms, the floor is just 3/4 inch OSB, so this water is kind of wreaking havoc on that.
Yeah.
But we put fans on there and dry it out. The sooner we can be done with up there with the water, then I'll feel a lot better.
used to stay up all night, trying to find my place, chasing neon lights and looking for some kind of trace to lead me out of darkness. Give me a little faith, something to make me stronger, someone who could light the way. And you came to me.
Can you push itself just a hair? Oh, both sides now.
That's all I can do.
Almost can't believe it. Every time we touch, I feel like home. There's no way I'd ever let you go. When you put your hands in mine, I know I'm gonna be alright. I don't know what you do to me, but I feel like I am wake up in the sky. When you put your hands in mine, I know I'm gonna be alright. 'Cause when we touch is when I really come alive. Yeah. 'Cause when we touch is when I really come alive. Yeah. I don't know anybody that could compare to you. The way you're always smiling, the way you light up a room. I couldn't live without you, not even if I.
Tonight we are just going to keep doing sheetrock. We're going to run it all the way down on this south wall here. Oh, and we need to figure out our range, but it's going above our range. Where center is, get support there.
And we'll leave that bay open so we can do our plumbing for the vent.
I'm going to go up and make sure all that insulation is nice and tight and pushed up all the way in there. Staple any corners of the sheet bowl just so that there is no air gaps at all. I dread even touching this rock wall though. We are going to cut this down just directly in half and run that down along our wall. If we run a full sheet this way, it puts us halfway into that light.
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better.
Just marked off where the center of our stove would be, made a little X there. We have a makeshift plumb bob since we can't find ours. He's adding another piece of wood there because our rafter has a soft spot in it. Our support brackets, we're going to cut this out so that we can work in there in that whole little area when it comes time to putting in the range hood.
I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare, and I wanna take you there. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you.
This is our second load of sand. This is 4.8 ton.
Somebody, I just wanna love you. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever.
Today is a big plastering day. We plan to get all of this done here on the south wall as well as our east wall that goes up into the hallway up in the loft.
Wanna take you there.
We just have to get plastic up on our windows and we should be ready to go. Wiley's getting oil and gas in the mortar mixer and getting that batch mixed up. When you're gonna add your wire mesh, bring it all the way back as far as you can so that you don't have tar paper loose. It makes for plastering a little bit harder, and sometimes that plaster doesn't want to stick to it. We have some extra help. Show up. We realized we need to make our truth window, so we're just gonna tape it off where we want it to be. We got a full day in plastering. Took us
A long time. You know,
6.5 hours total. We had 4 extra people helping us. My cousin and
just a family friend.
Family friend, yeah. Which was amazing to have that extra help. It just kept us moving.
So
They were moving so fast that we couldn't really keep up ahead of them because you were mixing all the time, and
yeah, well, it worked out good.
yeah, you just had stuff going on. But yeah,
It was,
we're so happy to have our whole house is plastered now.
yeah, no straw showing, which is kind of bittersweet. It's cool.
Bittersweet.
I don't know. We're
Is this a
done.
straw bale house? Yeah.
You know,
It looks so different in here now. It's brighter and it looks bigger.
yeah,
How many bags of sand did we got there? I don't know how many batches you mixed up.
13, I think. 13 and a half bags.
It's a lot.
3 buckets of Bobcat buckets.
Yeah. Another thing is I did take a little video earlier to make sure we put wire mesh all the way over your tar paper or diamond lath, whatever. Because we're coming into areas where we don't have it like that, and then the tar paper's like wrinkled now and it's just kind of blowing out, and then plastering over that
Not fun at all.
it just doesn't work very well.
If you have that blood lath the whole way,
You're
their
good.
life is going to be
Yeah,
great.
so-
So use blood lath.
Yeah.
All the way to the sill of the window.
Yeah, so we might have areas where we're gonna have to just push out the plaster and let it crumble and redo it again because of that tar paper bubbling where it is with
Yeah.
no wire over it.
In the end, what I found was nowhere near as nice. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate. Don't turn off the light. I'm coming home. I'm coming